My mom would see my eyes begging. She couldn't, not while I was wedged in the backseat of our minivan, the 2008 Honda Odyssey. The Honda Odyssey is a critically acclaimed 8-passenger minivan with a high-powered 244 horsepower V6 engine that gets 25 miles to the gallon. Its luxury nylon seats provide the epitome of comfort. Its CD player can hold up to 6 discs at a time, until it stops working altogether, of course. And its air conditioning system kicks in after only 6 minutes of running the engine. One of its more practical features is its spacious trunk, which can hold up to 4 adult suitcases before blocking the rear window. Too bad I have a family of 6 with a lot of luggage. What I'm trying to say is, the Odyssey may not be the most lavish vehicle, but despite its downfalls, I can't think of a vehicle I'd rather have grown up in. In its 8 years, and the dozens of chaotic car rides it has endured, this minivan has seen an awful lot, and everything you find in it tells a story. Take the single game card left over from the Family Feud we played that time my parents decided the 20-hour drive to Florida was worth it, for example. Or the empty Snapple bottle in the cup holder of my sister's seat, which she decided to drink within the first 10 minutes of our latest drive to Ohio. She then proceeded to ask to stop for the bathroom 4 different times within the first 2 hours of the trip. The massive dent on the passenger side door tells the story of when a bear rammed into the van on Route 94, although only my mom was in the car at the time, so I'm still not sure I believe that story entirely. We did get the door fixed, but the detailing peeling off the side is still a good battle scar. Nothing brings a family together like being forced to sit within feet of one another for hours at a time, and as such, I've spent some of the best afternoons of my life, and I've spent some of the worst afternoons of my life in the Blue Diamond, as my mom calls it. In the van, I have suffered through an unfortunate amount of my parents' music, heard countless political debates and philosophical audiobooks, far too many hours of my dad's ambient noise CDs, and inched away from my siblings as they got car sick. It is safe to say that our van no longer has that new car smell. Rides in the van have also brought about many interesting and deep conversations between me and my mom driving to the mall, many laughs with my sister in the back seat, many out-of-tune renditions of Bohemian Rhapsody with my brother, and many moments of bonding over good songs with my dad. So really, I can't complain. Where else would I get the chance to hear Free Falling by Tom Petty 6 times in one trip? Everyone loves a good road trip, sitting shotgun, riding down the highway. But when my parents installed my little sister's car seat, I got downgraded to the back row. The back has its perks though. For example, I sat so far from my parents' view in the front seat that I was held to no standards. I could take a 6-hour nap, read a whole book in one sitting, watch an entire season of The Office, or stare out the window and accomplish absolutely nothing without consequence. It was great. Another thing I've learned from long road trips is that big families require entertainment. Over the years, my family has come up with a few games to pass the time. One of my favorites I like to call, "What's That Smell?" In this game, my mom announces, do you guys smell that? And then a 15-minute search for the source of the smell ensues. Usually dirty diaper is a safe guess, but there is also the occasional piece of rotten fruit that never made it into the house after last week's trip to the grocery store. One time, the shoes my brother was wearing were the source of the stench. They smelled so bad, my mom made him throw them out at a gas station. I guess he should have packed more than one pair for that trip. Years of road trips in the Blue Diamond have helped me realize something. Whatever happens in the van will be held against you for 15 years. And brought up at family gatherings. All kidding aside, I think the reason that my mom's less than extravagant minivan has had such an impact on me, above all else, is that every time I step foot in it, something new awaits. The adventures and fiascos that occur within the steel shell of the Blue Diamond are always a delightful change from the monotony of going to school, coming home, working, sleeping. Unlike the rest of my predictable schedule, what goes down in the van is always surprising and fun. I know that when I look back on my childhood, I won't remember the nylon seats or the radio that goes fuzzy when we drive toward New York. I will remember the crazy things that happened when we piled 6 people into the van for too long of a drive, and how much time it allowed me to spend with my family. I don't know what the future holds for the Blue Diamond, but for now, My suitcases are packed, the engine is running, and the wide open highway stretches in front of me, full of memories. Thank you.
Well, the easiest way to spot me on campus is probably to look for the girl who has her head down and on her phone the entire time. When I'm in a dining hall or walking to classes, I'm on my phone. You might wonder what's so interesting on my phone that makes me so addicted to it. The answer is nothing really interesting. My phone's just my comfort zone, the place that I feel safe in. Hence, I always immerse myself into it and build a wall around myself. My zodiac sign is Cancer, which is a crab. Coincidentally, I'm just like a hermit crab that hides and travels within its shell. And when facing social hardships, my phone becomes my rescue. When I find myself in a new environment among strangers, despite wanting to befriend people, there's always a voice inside of my head telling me, they probably won't like you. Well, they don't want to talk to you. Thus, having the fear that I'll receive an unpleasant response if I initiate a conversation with someone, I pretend to be busy on my phone, crawl back into my shell, and withdraw from socialization. For instance, when walking in hallways, I'm afraid to make eye contact or say hi. Instead, I wait for people to knock on my shell and walk into my comfort zone. Similarly, when I want to say something in class, I debate over and over whether or not to raise my hand. I fear that my opinion may sound irrelevant and people are just going to laugh at me. When the teacher is about to call on someone, I avoid eye contact and put my head down, almost like an ostrich sticking its head into the sand when it's threatened by predators, hoping the predator can see it, since it can't see itself. A week ago, during one MUN meeting, Dr. Miller was asking for volunteers to present our positions. I avoid eye contact as usual and prayed in my heart, please don't call on me. However, though the ostrich couldn't see itself when it sticks its head into the sand, the predator could still see its body. Xinye, why don't you give it a try without your phone and your notes? Dr. Miller, the predator, decided to... My brain sustained an earthquake. There seemed to be an invisible voice telling me to give up. My fear appeared again. What if I messed up? What if I got so nervous that my brain started to blank out? Well, I looked up with anxiety in my eyes, using the voice that was probably quieter than a mosquito, and said, me? Do I have to go now? I could hear my heart pounding so fast. In my stomach, I felt thousands of horses running through. Anxiety flowed into my body like ice from the North Pole. From head to toes, my whole body started to shake. Presenting without looking at my phone for notes would not be possible. I found myself in the position of Hamlet. To present or not present. My phone to me is just like a life support machine to a patient. If you pull the machine out, the patient will struggle to live. So I used to make friends because I had a phone. Back when I was young, I was one of the only kids that owned a phone in my class. Though being shy as always, if I pulled out my phone and started to play games, people would form a crowd around me and talk to me. So gradually, I relied more and more on it. When I hold it in my hand, the weight of it makes me feel safe. However, I realized that it does have negatively affected my social life. People might misunderstand me as not wanting to talk to them when I'm on my phone. Maybe it's time to seal the door to my escape, my phone, and take a step out of my shell.
Yeah!
Flashback to the Model UN meeting. After Dr. Miller's continuous encouragement, I had to give it a shot. When I started presenting, shockingly, my heartbeat began to slow down. I felt like I could see my notes in front of me. I talked continuously, knowing exactly what I wanted to say. The environment around me started to fade. As I ended, people started to tell me what I did well. The result surprised me. I never knew I could do this. I stepped out of the safe bubble formed by my phone. By taking this step, I have put myself on a path to be a better version of me. The feeling of overcoming fears was so accomplished. I felt like I just unlocked the door and explored a new and colorful world, which is far more interesting than my phone. Xinye, the hermit crab, is about to abandon her shell on the beach and greet the new world in the ocean. I would like to ask everyone here to help me on my path through the ocean and remind me what I promised today. Miracles do happen, but only if you try. Thank you.
In the past 16 years, I've moved 9 times, attended 7 different schools, into 25 different countries, and let's not mention cities. I've been to China, the land of my ancestors, England, where everyone speaks like this, and Mexico, where I had my first kiss with a dolphin. Although the world has many incredible places to offer, the place that resonates with me the most is not in the real world, but instead, it's in the virtual world. A few weeks ago, I was lying on my beanbag, scrolling through my phone, in other words, procrastinating. In my hidden memories, I discovered a video I thought I deleted ages ago. My hand was hovering over the delete button, but my curiosity got the best of me. On the screen appeared a scrawny 5th grader who wore a pajama top as a collared shirt under a blazer at least 4 sizes too big. My hair looked like I just went skydiving without a helmet. 5th grade Ashley thought she was the epitome of fashion. I pressed the play button, and it went like this. Hi guys, my name is Ashley, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I proceeded to tell my staggering 3 subscribers, one of which is my mom, that I spoke 4 languages. You know, like a liar. Because now I'm 16, and I still only fluently speak 2 languages. For the grand finale, I sang Karena's Slow Motion. I'll spare you the extra details, and just say that I crossed YouTuber off my list of career options. Now you're probably thinking, Ashley, secondhand embarrassment is cool and all, but what does this have to do with your place? Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I like to keep my embarrassing videos hidden. These hidden memories reside in a place you probably know. The My is Only tab in Snapchat. Ashley, Snapchat is not a real place. I know. It's true that you can't find my My is Only on Google Maps, no matter how hard you look. But like a treasure chest, it's like a place where I hide my most prized possessions. The My is Only tab has many possible uses. If you open My is Only, you'll find videos of me choreographing a dance or writing a song. You might wonder why I keep these videos hidden. I too wondered for a while, before concluding that I'm embarrassed by my process. That is, what happens between the spark of an idea and the showcase of my results. More often than not, I receive excellent feedback for the fruit of my work on songs, dances, and art. However, I still fear that the ugly process will find its way to taint the beautiful results. One might think that these obstacles only reside in the virtual world. However, my hesitance to share my process became significant in the real world when my mom asked me if I wanted to go play volleyball at Chinese school. I replied no. Not because I didn't want to, but because I was not ready to perform in front of others. My mom understood, and like a good mother, she made me go anyway. Despite my reluctance, I had a great time that afternoon. And I couldn't understand why I was so obsessed with this idea of perfection that I'd sacrificed making memories with friends. I realized that I was hiding behind a mask I'd mistaken for perfection. That the real Ashley that does everything right isn't who I am. The real me sleeps through alarms, and okay, maybe 1 or 4 classes. The real me accidentally drinks my goldfish because I made the fatal mistake of putting him in my water bottle. I decided to share my embarrassing videos with my friends and stop hiding in my eyes only. It didn't make them think of me any less. In fact, they enjoyed my embarrassment. And that almost made me a YouTuber again. Almost. I learned from the simple feature of a free app that in any process, whether it's choreographing a dance or becoming a YouTuber, you will embarrass yourself. Don't believe me? Ever gone for that high five that wasn't for you? Yeah, thought so. Embarrassing moments are the bloopers of our lives. And most of the times, they're much more central to who we are, not to mention more entertaining, than the polished video. So instead of hiding our process behind a 4-digit code, let's mold every memory into a lasting memory. Thank you.